Hello and welcome to day 4 of our Undertale Christmas crafts. Today we're gonna go through a tutorial on how to make the royal insignia ornament. So what you will need is, in the description below, you'll find a template of the royal insignia. So you can just take that and cut it out. I cut mine out at about 65%. What you will also need is some extreme Elmer's glue. And I am using some luminescent paper that I got from the craft shop for about $3 each, little letters and envelopes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your template and for the first step, just cut it out. So I'll speed through that, meet you back soon. They didn't have any blue that's similar to what tuTORIEL has on her outfit. So I'm just going to go with the rest of her color, which is purple, and I'm going to cut out 4 of the shield and 4 of the border. And for the rest, only 1 of each. And once I have those 4 cut out of each one, I am going to glue them together, and I'm going to leave enough pearlized cardboard so that later on I can cut out 1 extra for the border just to make it all nice and tidy. And then I'm just going to use my glue and glue it all together. Once it's all glued together, just make sure it's all looking good and then tidy it up. Or you can use a Stanley knife, or what I use is just a box cutter, because those little knives never quite worked well for me. Always went too blunt too quickly. So due to how curvy the shield is, sometimes it can be a bit tricky to get in there. And so what I've done is I've glued it to another sheet and just loosely cut it around with a bit of space to trim it up later. And I'm going through with the box cutter, or you can use scissors. Please, if you're under the age of 18, make sure you have parental supervision when doing this, or get them to do it, or just use scissors. It'll be fine. Just don't cut yourselves and bleed all over the place. Anyway, so I'm just cutting it out loosely, and then I'll go through with some nice fine scissors and chop it up and just tidy it up. Just be very patient with this part because you don't want to slip and just have all the little tiny loose little bits coming out. You want it to look nice and neat, and that does take time. And there we are, looking much better. So I'm going to go ahead and glue all this up now. If you liked the tutorial today, please feel free to visit my Patreon, link in the description below. I've got lots of Patreon exclusive rewards and goals that I'm trying to reach, especially in regards to Photoshop and better video editing software. So any support is much appreciated, and you can get lots of cool rewards. So thank you guys for all your support that you've given me already. For this next part, you're going to want to use your leftover cardboard, and you want to cut it to be just long enough to glue to the back of your shield and have a nice rounded top. And then you will glue the 2 pieces you've just cut out together. And when they're dry, poke it with the hole punch. Mine's a heavy duty one, so just see if yours can handle it. It should, because it's only 2 pieces of cardboard, but I invested in a nice heavy duty one ages ago. And then just glue it to the back. If you think that your cardboard might be a little bit heavy, I used some Elmer's glue oil just to give it some extra support. When that's dry, your shield should be nice and sturdy, and then you'll be up to the last step, which is to get a length of ribbon. I would have liked to have used white, but I'm all out. Need to visit the craft shop again. And cut a length of that. and tie a knot. To ensure that it doesn't fray, I'm just going to trim the edges, and very carefully, once again, if you're under 18, make sure you use parental supervision. I'm going to get my lighter and very quickly run the edge of the ribbon over the flame, and then that will just melt the edges, because this is I think it's a nylon ribbon. I don't think you can use it with like the cottony kind of ones, because then it'll get set on fire. So once you've done that, then it's all done.